Hey guys, Maya here, and today we are going to talk about the power creep in Honkai Star Rail, and I'm going to compare this to the power creep in Tower of Fantasy. Yeah, that's probably a comparison nobody wants to hear, but I'm going to make that comparison. The MOC that just came out in Honkai Star Rail a couple days ago is absolutely egregious. While I was trying to clear it, the MOC 9 and 10 felt like they were about the same difficulty as the previous 11 and 12. That's how they felt to me, and I've since seen that other people have made actual number comparisons, saying that the current 10 has more HP than the 12 from about 4 months ago. That's ridiculous. The power creep is getting out of control, and I want to show you guys what happens to a gacha game when power creep gets out of control. Tower Fantasy was long dead well before the power creep really kicked into high gear, but it's so bad now that who wants to play it? Who actually wants to play it? I don't even make content on this game anymore, and I was a holdout for a long time. I still have a couple friends that play it even now. I still log on and do dailies. I don't stream it. I don't make content. But so here's the deal. We're going to make a quick comparison from older Tower Fantasy units to new Tower Fantasy units. These older units are Saki, released in patch 2.0, Lin, released in patch 2.1, and Fenrir, released in patch 2.3. All three of them are A6. In Honkai Star Rail terms, that's E6. The matrices they have equipped, which are the equivalent of light cones. Saki has Fenrir's matrices equipped at 4-piece 1 and 2-piece 3. This means the 4-piece effect has 1 star, the 2-piece effect has 3 stars. This is basically about an S3 limited light cone. Lin has her own matrices equipped at 4-piece 0, no stars. This is about the equivalent of an S1 limited light cone. Fenrir has no limited matrices equipped. She is using older stuff. Samir 2-piece 3, that's 3 stars on that 2-piece, is a standard banner matrices set. And Habuela 2-piece 0, it's a boss drop. This is about the equivalent of a 4-star light cone at S5. Now for Team 2, we're going to use newer units. Nola, released in patch 4.2, Void Piercer Nemesis, released in patch 4.6, and a stat stick. Now, Claudia was released in patch 1.5, but we're not going to use her in combat. She's just kind of there. This is my exploration team. I use this because Claudia has this neat ability. If you have a macro set up on your keyboard or mouse, you can click it and she will launch you forward. It's actually pretty cool. Been using it forever. That's why she's in the team. And she has a 4-piece limited matrices set from patch 3.5, I think. I don't remember exactly when that character came out, but I have her matrices on Claudia just to have some extra stats and effects. That's about the equivalent of an S1. So we have an E6 S1 that's just kind of there, giving us background effects, doing nothing in combat, just giving us some stats from the matrices. Nola is equipped with her own matrices, a 4-piece 0, the equivalent of E0 S1. And Nemesis is the same, also the equivalent of E0 S1. So here's what happened. After 2 minutes and 30 seconds on the target dummy, the Fenrir team did about 975 million damage. In the same 2 minutes and 30 seconds, the Nola and Nemesis team did 2,075 million, over twice as much damage, with a team that you can get free to play. I haven't paid anything for this game in over a year. A maxed out well team from patch 2.3 is being outperformed by over double by a free-to-play team that isn't even a full team from patch right now. Let that sink in for a second. I want to make that comparison to Star Rail now. Fenrir team is about, I would compare that to a fully built Jingliu team. Jingliu being E6 S5 with proper teammates up to that point. Now let's flash forward to now. We have E0 Herda. Which one would you rather have? Would you rather have an E6 S5 Jingliu, or would you rather have an E0 Herda? Never mind the light cone. Some of you are probably going to be thinking, I'd rather have the Herda. Ain't that sad? In the current MOC, I could not clear MOC 12 without using Rappa on the top side, Herda on the bottom side. I couldn't put Acheron on either side and still get a 10 cycle clear. Power creep in Honkai Star Rail is getting ludicrous. Maybe not quite to the degree that it is in Tower Fantasy, but how long is it going to be until it gets there? How long is it going to be? If it ain't now, I imagine it will be by 4.0 if they don't change. It's just absolutely disgusting. And I am going to say something here, and I'm going to stand on principle. I'm going to keep playing Honkai Star Rail and making content for this game until Castries releases. When that happens, if I can't clear the MOC that is out when she releases. Without her, I'm going to stop making content for the Honkai Star Rail. I will not put out any more shorts, any more clear videos. That's okay. Wuthering Waves and Zenless Zone Zero came out last year. Those games are pretty good. As far as Genshin goes, Genshin could never. I'm starting to say Honkai could never. It's getting to that point. Honkai is turning into Genshin could never. Ain't that crazy? Just a year later, something needs to change about Honkai Star Rail. Power creep is insane. What I would do to solve it, plateau character power where they're at now. In subsequent releases, don't raise the bar from 100% of what they are now to 150%. Raise it by a couple percent every couple of patches, maybe. Like say if the Herda is 100%, Castery should be no more than 105. No more than that. The sad reality is, in this MOC 12, my dot team, Pavka Black Swan, I love my dot team. They can't clear it. My Jingliu team can't do MOC 12. My dot team can't do MOC 12. My Acheron team can't do MOC 12. Even my Firefly team can't do it anymore. I haven't tried it yet with Fei Zhao. Maybe I will. I'm not even sure if I want to put in the effort for that. On top of the power creep, they made a unit basically require E1 to function. They created a problem with Aglaya, and they're trying to sell you the solution with their E1. I am glad I lost the 50-50 on her. Now I'm on a guarantee and I'm waiting to pull till Castries. I'm skipping Tribby. I'm skipping Mighty. I don't want Tribby. I don't like her. As a character, she's cute. In the story, she's fine. I don't want her on my account. I don't like child characters. And I shouldn't have to pull a character I don't like just to clear content. One thing, if you want to do a zero cycle, sure, require the latest units for that. But I'm struggling to clear in 10. Ridiculous. And the difficulty is not even consistent between in-game types. I released a video a few days ago where I took an Acheron team and a Herda team. I clicked the auto button and I cleared all of Pure Fiction, all of it, auto button. I want to add to this that I am struggling to clear Memory of Chaos, and I buy the Battle Pass now. I've been buying the Battle Pass since the end of Fei Zhao's banner. I skipped one, but I have a light cone on Herda from the Battle Pass. It is S3 now, I believe. I'm not free to play anymore. Free to play plus. And I'm still struggling to clear this shit. It's too hard. We need to calm down with the power creep. We need to stop making units require E1. We need to not make units require their light cone. And we need to be able to clear in 10 cycles. It's unacceptable. We'll see what happens when Castries gets here. Can't clear that MOC 12. I'm quitting being a content creator for Honkai Star Rail. Whether I'll quit the game outright, to be determined. We'll see how I feel then. Hey guys, after editing this video, I just wanted to come back and add one more thing. I just saw how powerful Tribby is, and it is kind of just, I don't really have words to describe it. The power creep in this game is just awful. I mean, I've been talking about that this entire video, but how do you keep faith in a game that you love when the game just repeatedly takes a huge dump in your Cheerios? Yo, this really sucks. Anyway, these are all my opinions. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section, and I will catch y'all next time. Peace.